Hi everybody, this is Prasant Naidu here from Lighthouse Insights, and we are back with our video series that which we have been doing for a while now. And for last two series we've been concentrating on social media agencies, blogging. At this time I thought that let's move out and let's talk about the products into social media space, especially in the Indian space. One of them is Simplify360. We have invited Deep Sherchan from Simplify360, who is the CMO and co-founder. Welcome, Deep. Over to you, Deep. Talk about your present role in Simplify360 as product and development marketing.
Yeah, sure, Prasad. Well, currently, what I'm really working on Simplify 360 is looking at its digital marketing strategy. So there are a lot of content strategy that I work on with my teams, and also in terms of the product positioning, I work with my team, my sales teams, and my other product development teams to understand what is most needed things in the market right now. And we do a lot of communication with our client base, current client base, and also with the marketing leaders to understand more of what is required right now in the industry. And based on that, we make product roadmap strategies. I personally work in the marketing of Simplify 360, so a lot of content generation and a lot of promotional activities that goes around Simplify 360 is handled by me and my team.
We have a couple of products in the market, as you also know, in the Indian market. So
Yeah.
where does Simplify360 land? Like, what is the USP of Simplify360?
Well, when you started, like we started in 2009, and from the very beginning, we were very clear, like we were the first few entrepreneurs who actually went into this social media space and were, doing a lot of applications as well as services around it. So we have seen for last 4 years, like it's not only the product that are developing or the ecosystem of entrepreneurs, but also the demand from the market and the clients and the people that we have communicated has also evolved a lot. But for us, from the very beginning, it was about providing the exact information in terms of analytics or in terms of any other value, to provide that to our client, to the business, so that they can make the right decision for their social media strategies. So that has been our main goal, and our USP has always been to analyze the data or to analyze the social media conversation that are happening and to act on it.
Good to know that. Quickly want to ask one thing. What kind of features does Simplify360 provide?
Right now is there a lot of different use cases of monitoring tool. So it's like if a brand manager uses, he looks at it from a different perspective. If a customer support team looks at it, he looks at a different perspective. Now for a specific brand manager, and this is also a field where we have been working and catering a lot in past few months, what we see and what we are trying to deliver from Simplify 360 is we provide a wide range of monitoring reach on the web. So when I say that, we are tracking all the conversation that is happening on Twitter, on blogs, on forums, on discussion forums, and also there are a lot of custom sites in terms of like consumer complaint code kind of sites where the data is used about complaints, about feedbacks and all. So we try to bring all those data also to our system. And in addition to that, knowing that every business has different platforms they are interested in, we have this custom site feature that allows business or brand managers to add any kind of specific website that they would want to track. So that one is very essential for most of our clients, and it has been a very popular and beneficial features for our customers as well. So in terms of reaching out to the conversation, we don't leave any stone unturned. We go wherever is possible and also add to it. Now that is the data collection part of the Simplify 360. Once data has arrived, there's a lot of analytics engines that we have built on our own. Things like sentiment analysis, understanding the demographic of people who have done a conversation, like is it a male, female, what age it is, from which location it is. Some of the details we understand is provided by the user themselves from their own profiles and all, but in most of the ways we have to predict the location and gender by looking at what kind of data, what kind of conversation they are having happening. So a lot of those kind of automated things are done, and the data that we collect are processed in a form and in a presentable dashboard that is very complete for brand managers. So whatever he wants to see, he can have in that dashboard. There's a lot of filters that we provide through which they can slice and dice the data and understand more about their conversation. And recently we have launched a very important feature that actually gives a complete control to brand manager. Previous to this, what most tools does and are also doing it, you have this data, so what do you do after you get that data? You download it to Excel sheet, you transport or you import into different software analysis tool and do a lot of analysis on that one. But now what we have implemented is this console inside Simplify 360 itself that allows you to filter the data as you want to look. So if you have a little bit if you have a little bit of knowledge on how to analyze data using some statistics and some query information and all, now you can do that very easily from Simplify 360 console itself. So that is a very important update which we have made recently, and that will allow you to not only track your conversation but also see a trend of, if let's say tracking Nokia, then you can have very subcategories like how many complaints are happening, how many good feedbacks are happening. So all that trends is now you can easily see from the tool itself.
Last question, and it's something would be for the generation out there who is building cool products, cool startups. You as a product guy, do you have any message to all of them? Any learnings that you want to share?
Yeah, I do actually. So like Prashant mentioned in earlier, it's been like 4 years of my entrepreneurship journey. And while this, in this phase of like 4 years, there has been actually a lot of ups and downs. And especially if you are a product company, and in top of that, if you are, chasing over a market which is itself running, at a speed where it's difficult even for a top industry leaders to touch it. It's really difficult, but we have been very patient with our vision and with our goal of what we want to achieve. And I think that is very important for any entrepreneurs that are chasing the product market or is any kind of other market as well, because there's going to be a lot of feedback on what you do and the kind of decisions that you make in your whole business cycle. So at that time, some of the feedback could really make you doubt over your own previous decisions and all. So those kind of ups and downs in your mind is going to be very important, and how you tackle with this doubt in the market. And if you are trying to be a leader in the market, how do you make sure that what you are doing is best, what you are doing is very authentic to your heart, is very important. Because if you follow your heart and if you really believe that what you are doing is genuinely going to actually add value to the market, then I personally don't see any reason why you should fail. But to have that patience and to keep fighting for that is a very important thing. Recently there was a quote like, failure is defined by how many time you can bounce when you fall. So I think you just need to be bouncing up and down as much as you can till you have the energy.
That's a lovely message for entrepreneurs like me also. I mean, that's something insightful. Nice talking to you, Deep. I wish you good luck. Good luck to Simplify 360. And thanks for giving us time and talking to us.
Thank you, Prashant, for having me over here. And I wish that this series will, bring a lot of more entrepreneurs into the platform, and we get to see more interesting content coming out.
Glad to know you. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.